All right, this video is over questions number 1 through 4 from topic 15, looking at summarizing data, but starting with looking at types of data and creating classes. So data can be categorical, which means it's not numbers, or it can be numeric. Quantitative is the word for that. Quantitative data is often divided into classes. So just being able to understand the class width, as well as like what would be the next class preceding. There's 2 different ways to represent classes. So make sure you read through that information and then you can check your work on these questions. So what is the class width if the classes are 0 to 19, 20 to 39, 40 to 59, and 60 to 79? For this type of class labeling, you always want to look from one class to the next class. So going from 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, or going from 19 to 39 to 59 to 79, what is it counting by? So this is not 19 for the class width. So you're not looking within a class and subtracting, you're looking from one class to the next class. This class width is 20. Then if we have a class 12 to 23, again, when it's this type of labeling, the next class will start at the next number after where the previous class ends. So it ends at 23, the next one starts at 24. So then you want to look at what do you do to get from 12 to 24, and that is adding 12. So you'll do the same thing to the 23 to get the end. So 23 plus 12 is 35. Or you could look at to get from 12 to 23 is plus 11. So to get from the 24 to 35 is plus 11. But the class width is 12, not 11. So that may be important to notice. So 24 to 35 would be the next class there. Then we also have the idea of class boundaries. So coming to number 3 and 4, if we have a class that's between class boundaries 2.5 and 7.5, the numbers included in that class would be the first whole number after 2.5 is 3. We'd have 2.5 here and 7.5 as the cutoff. The whole numbers between that are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 2 is on the other side, 8 is on the other side. So these would be the numbers actually included in that class. And then if we have class boundaries 1.5 and 14.5, then the next one would be, well, we want it to be the same distance. And so that distance here, now because we are looking at those in-between values, we've sort of covered that extra 1 by having the 0.5 on each side. So we can just directly subtract 14.5 minus 1.5, or what is being added to get from 1.5 to 4.5 is 13. So we add 13 to the 14.5, and this is 27.5. So that's just a little bit of background about class boundaries, class widths, and how those class labels work.